Probably no, a goal kick. A little interruption.
Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick.
Ball cleared upfield. Cow Goodrich winning that defensive challenge. Ball across, headed. And it's played up at the back post. Carrington claiming easily.
Yeah, Carrington very experienced in goal. Excellent job. He continues to provide for this PVDM team.
Some good work there by number 15, that's Kyle Thomas. Bright. Oh, he's badge in the back. No call by the referee.
RSSR in their traditional green, the army green and the fluorescent colors.
Yeah, coming on, winning at the back there is Sean Rogers. So it's going to be a throw-in. So a frenetic start here early on. No team yet ready to settle, you know, but there have been already moments on both sides. As Charles.
Yeah, possession keeps up exchanging hands, so to speak.
Keeper comes and claims Hernandez, Christopher Hernandez.
Yeah, both keepers just, you know, it's early goings yet. Another goal kick.
So Carrington picks it up. Michael Carrington. As Professor Richard Hood is leaving the arena. Of course, that's a private joke between himself and I. Very experienced coach, Richard Hood.
Oh, yes, Mr. Hood.
The last women's senior team coach.
Veteran coach on the circuit.
Walcott. Thomas. It was his 2 goals that separated the 2 teams the last time.
Oh, certainly indeed, Akil Thomas.
He scored
the last game against Police.
Yeah, he scored a brilliant double against Police. Of course, a player coming in from the higher tier of football, as there we see one of the managers of the Pidi Valley Diego Martin United team. That's Batiste. So it's going to be Hernandez, Christopher Hernandez. A long kick-up field. Thomas. Another one just put out of his range. He's lightning fast. Akil Thomas.
Yeah, a bit too far for him on that occasion. That man Bright. Sending that one a bit too far upfield.
But it's going to be goalkeeper Christopher Hernandez. So if you're just joining us, you're watching Tier 2 football live here on M&ETV. It's RSSR up against PVDM. That's Pidi Valley Diego Martin United. Pidi Valley Diego Martin United in the fluorescent and black. The RSSR team in the solid green and black. Ball aimed at King. But Kiao comes across the back. Strong challenge there.
Yeah, no team seems to have settled things down and really getting into their tactical positions. The ball just exchanging, you know, it's from left to right, up and down. It's what, just about heading into 7 minutes of the first half. And, you know, PVDM just need to settle things down. Their away team here. Well, both teams are away team on this occasion.
Well, it's more home. It's the home team of the RSSR team. The RSSR team are Laventil based team. They're from John. That John beat from area, you know. So they're the home team for here. Of course, it's Laventil West. That's so. So the both Laventil teams will be considered the home teams here.
Yeah, that's the honorable. I think it's Adrian Leons.
Yes, for here it's Adrian Leons for the West, and then for the East and for the West it's the Honorable Mr.
Fitzgerald Hines. Yes. Also the Minister of National Security. So it's 0-0. And there's the first half, just heading into, what, 8 minutes or so.
So it's Brandon Joseph here. Now with the best of passes. Eric Charles. Mataram. Mataram looking to bring it forward. Bright. Charles. Manswell. Kieran Albo Manswell. But he tries to do too much. Loses out. Ball trying to throw. He would have been offside.
Yeah, the flag. Referee down there out on the far right. The PVDM half already had the flag up. But there was Manswell showing off his brilliance, beating one, beating two, and then just getting a bit too much of himself, I would say, and losing the ball.
Not doing it, trying to do a bit too much. And it's going to be Carrington here. Joseph. Keon Goodrich. Good to see him back. Welcome back, son. As he bangs this one long forward. Goes into the hands of goalkeeper Hernandez. Hernandez rolls this one out. But winning it is Walcott. Manswell. Unable to pull that one in there was the young Mason.
But a good quick pass there by Manswell. Just creating the field there, the play for Mason. Mason losing it in the process.
Yeah, but Mason, the son of Richard Mason. But I think when you're talking about the Mason clan, you got to talk about the players. It's Joshua Mason on the bench. We also have Jonathan Mason. They are both played for the second age for Fatima. Oh! Akil Thomas. What a goal. It came from nothing. The ball was played across. And Akil Dako Thomas banging that one home. He puts
PVDM.
Well, the Pity Valley Diego Martin United team. Look at it. It was a beautiful chip ball. One to collect, the other to settle, and then bang past the keeper. What a goal. Thomas celebrates.
Yeah, on that occasion, Hernandez there. That one just falling under him there. And excellent goal.
Yes, a beautiful goal there as the Pity Valley Diego Martin United team. They go up. Oh, what a goal to nil.
Yeah, just passing under him there. But Akil Thomas continues his goal-scoring ways after two banging last week. Well, he's here again, staking his claim at this move on ground.
Yes, he's definitely been a live wire for this Pity Valley Diego Martin United team. As here they come again. Waldron going back to Mataram. Mataram trying to do a bit too much, loses out. But then Goodrich. Bright. Ball played over the top. Headed back. Hernandez. Hernandez bangs it upfield. Walcott with the defensive header. Thomas. So, Akil Thomas, he has a number of nicknames, one of them being Stumbo. He hails from the Diego Martin area, Covine to be exact.
Oh, well, he's sporting his new hairstyle today, the center forward, and he's going to be very, very happy, that man.
So it's RSSR now looking to bring that ball forward, going back to their keeper. Hernandez, he was beaten. Some of the fans in the stands not pleased with his effort on that attempt against Thomas. And there we see the infringement. So it's going to be Manswell.
And RSSR need to just be careful here. We saw their last outing against the Defense Force. Defense Force is scoring quite early and comfortably and consistently. And this PVDM team with the likes of Manswell, Thomas and company, they just got to be careful. RSSR.
I look at the bench there. The coach, Adrian Millett. Adrian Millett played school football for St. Anthony's. Ball, they said driven through. Keeper comes, does well. But then going into trouble there, Vasquez.
Yeah, I thought Vasquez would have been better to keep it going forward.
Ball played across. Charles. Waldron! Oh! He did just enough. The ball coming off the crossbar and going over. What a good save in the end by Hernandez. But Waldron there, he cut inside. Sugars, as he's famously called.
Well, a beautiful build-up there for that play. Excellent. And here they are again. This time on the left side. Manswell is coming in.
King. Diplomacy. As ball just going on a play. That's Walcott. Stephen Walcott.
Yeah, so it's just about 14 minutes of play gone, and this is the first half already. PVDM leading 1-0. The likes of that man, Akil Thomas, getting past Hernandez.
Referee saying that he's just gone up a bit too far there. That was King trying to steal some yards. They're just edging up the touchline. There's a good turn, but Charles able to win out. And here he finds Waldron, Matthew Waldron, maintaining good possession. Finds Mataran. Mataran plays the ball over. Good touch there by Mason. Nice turn. As Walcott. Walcott goes past his man. And King just recovers and able to put it out into touch.
Yeah, Waldron was looking for the support on the inside.
Manswell. Ball across.
Oh, I love to see every time the ball comes into the foot of Manswell. He's that type of player who continues to just elevate and look to create plays. Dangerous player.
Walcott. Cleared up field. So it's been pressure. They've been coming in waves now. The Petit Valley de Gomat United team, the RSSR team, they're yet to settle. They're yet to begin to play the ball. And the Petit Valley de Gomat United team, they lead to a goal from that man, Akil Thomas.
Yeah, they call him the menace. When it comes to goal scoring, that is. Here's Manswell again.
So Manswell. Good possession here by the Petit Valley de Gomat United team. They go all the way back to their captain, Brandon Joseph. Brandon Dundun Joseph. The ball goes all the way through. And Christopher Hernandez picks up. He's asking his players to go forward here. Want to relieve some pressure. Those faces on the RSSR team, not the happiest of them. Manswell. Manswell, a shot from distance.
Yeah, not in full control of that shot, but having the presence of mind, excellent indeed. Not a bad effort on his part.
Banged up field. And it goes all the way through to Carrington. So unable to string any passes together, the RSSR team. Thomas loses out. Thomas trying to thread the needle. Mason. Charles. It's a beautiful through ball. But the defender coming across and just screening it out. That was Big Sean Rogers.
Yeah, it's just coming forward, realizing that once Manswell would have gotten a foot on it there, didn't want to take that chance and just letting the ball play out of field.
So Hernandez looking to put this ball forward.
As we see lots of youths coming to support this football.
Yeah, I think hats off to the TTPFL League Tier 2 for getting into the communities. I think this is where the dreams are built. You know, when the youngsters come out and they see players coming and represent in their communities. Shot from distance. Oh, just flashing wide there. He's been a threat all afternoon long. That's Kyle Thomas. So it's been a show of the Thomases. Akil for the
PVDM.
Diego Martin United team, and Kyle for the RSSR team. Oh, yeah, Kyle Thomas. He played the secondary schools football for, he's more defender for the book team, Sawa team.
Sawa secondary.
Yes. Ball through. Hernandez comes and claims easily. They're able to maintain some possession here. Oh, beautiful skill there by Vasquez.
Yeah.
When you hear the name Vasquez, you think about a Mexican matador. And he was like a matador there, having the player just rush through.
Oh, just rushing through on both sides.
There he is again, trying to go past two players.
Yeah, one of the younger players on this team, this RSSR team. But some dangerous position here, but Thomas is doing some defense for his team on this occasion. He's being harassed by...
Well, just going out for a corner.
That was Akil Thomas and Khalid King, young Khalid King.
So it's going to be a corner here. Ball floated into the area. Good header there, but it's off target there by Kyle Thomas. He's been very active in the attacking third for the RSSR team.
Not a bad effort there we see on this occasion from the RSSR team. Wonderful set play, but Kyle Thomas just losing the radar, so to speak.
Bright picks up in the midfield, trying to get Manswell going here. Manswell with a good take. Not afraid to take on his man, Manswell. Gets a Walcott on the overlap. Walcott skips past the challenge. Walcott across. Just flash past everyone.
Yeah.
And Vasquez picks up.
Just across the face of goal.
Vasquez has been very skillful. The referee just calling for the infringement.
And that man, Vasquez, is really fighting hard out on the right flank there for his team, RSSR. One of the youngsters on the RSSR, a very young team, averaging, what, about 25 years old. Good to see the youth mixing with a bit of seniority.
Yeah, you got to definitely bring the youths through, you know. This is where you got to blood them early. Good defensive header there by Joseph. But then this ball is just given away. And the SSR team getting a bit of possession here. This point here. And that was Walton with the loose tackle. Quick restart. Bright.
Yeah, I find that some of Bright passes, his touches, not very accurate. Yeah, gets the ball and loses it pretty easily.
And just as you said, they're losing out again. Ball goes to the play, and it's going to be a throw for the RSSR team.
So it's a beautiful evening, the sun set over the western sky as we're already into, what, just around 21 minutes into this, the first half. PVDM 1, RSSR 0.
Yeah, here we see the assistant coach just here passing on some instructions. Throw there by Thomas. He has a good long throw. That's Kyle Thomas. Manswell trying to be cheeky. Eric Charles. Walcott. Brandon Joseph. Bright. Charles. Losing out, but the referee says it was a legal challenge. Calls the play back. Referee all.
Yeah, Joseph at the back there, the captain. Just takes the free kick.
Manswell. Shot! Brilliant work there by Manswell. Falls to Mason.
Yeah, always a threat once it falls to that man, Manswell.
Is he outside? No, he's not.
Yeah,
flag goes up on the far side.
There was the ref just not wasting time and raising the flag. And that's man Thomas just waiting to get in there for the RSSR team. But on that occasion, he was offside.
So Goodridge playing to Mataram. Ball played forward. Mason goes down in a bundle. He's been very active, Mason. So it's going to be a free kick here. The big guys from the back, they come forward. Look for Goodridge. If he gets his head to this one, it can be telling. Bright also joining the area. Ball floated into the area. Over the head of everyone. Calls for handball. And Thomas causing some confusion. Forces a corner.
Yeah, he continues to just show his weight down there for the RSSR team. And again on this occasion, just winning the corner past the captain of PVDM there.
Brandon Joseph. He's also a Dundun, Brandon Dundun Joseph. I guess that was a popular nickname in the time that those guys were born. As Thomas here in a foot race. Fairly says the referee, but he's able to get up and win it back. He had Charles Walcott trying to do a bit too much. And then the ball just played out.
But again, you know, you're looking at possession. Both teams, you know, the ball is up and down, looking to settle PVDM, but then losing on the counter to RSSR. And the build-up is coming. You know that if the anticipation, something is going to happen. Who's going to break this? Who's going to add? Maybe PVDM may add another one to their goal already inside. RSSR is going to change up things.
Ball threaded through here. Mason, yeah, he's just offside. Just having shit outside there would have been Matthew Sugars Waldron, sorry. As the referee assistant on this the near side, his flag was up.
Just about 26 minutes gone. The score 1-0 in favor of PVDM.
So this ball banged forward. Again, Goodridge able to win out. Some good skill there by Mason. The referee deemed it to be a handball. And looking to take this free kick is Sean Rogers. He finds Vasquez with loads of room and time. We know what he can do. Walcott trying to thread the needle. Manswell. This is going to be dangerous. Can he keep it in play? He does. And that ball going out of play. The referee assistant right on spot said it's off. Manswell.
Yeah, he came down there with a burst of speed, but losing the ball in the end.
And that ball just passed out. Not having the best of games here for his team is King. Walcott finds Eric Charles. Vasquez.
Vasquez again for his team, RSSR. It's up and down.
So it's going to be a goal kick here. A free kick, sorry. And to take it, it's going to be Christopher Hernandez. If you're just joining us, you're watching TTPFL Tier 2. It's Petit Valley Digomat United. They're up against RSSR. Ball cleared out. Petit Valley, they lead to a goal from Akil Stumbo Thomas.
Yeah, that game coming pretty early in the setting. Just around 10 minutes of play or so. And Akil coming up with that goal.
The referee calling the infringement. He's saying it's Petit Valley's ball. So he would have called the infringement on Ramnat.
And thus far, we're seeing that the PVDM team, having the better of the possession, continue to bring the ball into the defensive third of the opponents.
So it's Manswell who's going to float this one in. The big guys from the back, they've loaded into the area. Ball floated in, headed clear. Only as far as Walcott, his heavy touch gives the ball away, and Kyle Thomas able to turn away from the pressure.
Good release of the ball to that man down on the right flank.
But the ball has gone out of play. You can see the referee assistant on the far side signaling a throwing for the Petit Valley Digomat United team. Kian Cow Goodridge finds Eric Charles, goes back to Brandon Joseph, back to Goodridge. Goodridge skips past the challenge and finds Mataram. Mataram loads the room and time. Find Manswell. He loses out. The quality of passes, though, just not up to the level required, but it's Ramnat. Finds Thomas. Thomas looking to tee things up. Just flashing wide there. Trying to use the outside of the right boot. Just not getting it on target.
And I like Thomas. You know, he's wasting no time. He's realizing he is just in front of the goal and trying his shot just out about, 20 yards out. And this is good going from the RSSR team, realizing they got the counter-attack and looking to take advantage. On that occasion, just going awry of the goal.
So Walcott. Pick a Walcott. There's a ball short. All sorts of confusion there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but PVDM was caught sleeping.
Manswell. Beautiful crossfield ball. Find Mataram. Mataram shot from distance. Very ambitious, really. He had about 4 or 5 Petit Valley Digomat United players in front of him. Manswell there. Not happy.
Yeah, wasted effort. Gone awry. Just about 4 or 5 flourishing shoots. But here's RSSR again, on with the charge.
Good defensive work there by Walcott. Young Walcott. Member of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force. Played his school football for St. Anthony's. So it's going to be RSSR with this, the corner, the youngster King. Ball floated across. Headed up into the air. Running on a shot, ambitious as well. And I think this is what separates the real pros from the amateurs. What a real pro would have done would have made sure that he was getting his boots through it. That's Sawyer, Kareem
Sawyer.
Of course, when it comes out, you tie up with the spectacular. But you want to ensure that it's simple. Kiss, keep it simple. We leave out the last S.
Well, you see, with the exception of Thomas, making the inroads, bringing it in the center, taking it out on the right flank. Manswell doing that job for his team, PVDM. RSSR seem to be lacking that somewhat.
Ball played wider here to Colston. Manswell, bit of a heavy touch, but he gets it through to Mason. Mason with a shot. Oh! Brilliant save at the first post there by Hernandez. A moment of brilliance there by young man Mason, showing that he's a threat. He disappeared the whole game thus far, but when he showed up, he forced an impressive save at the near post there. Look at it again.
And again,
one touch to collect, the other to get it on its way. It was sneaking in on the near post. A good save by keeper Hernandez.
And again, Manswell was in the play. He was the man with the fielder, just passing that ball.
Yeah, young Manswell, he went to St. Anthony's College. He shared two residents, one being Sealots, the other being Simeon Road, Pity Valley. Very talented young man. And I think he had a long way to go, just about probably 20, if that much. Would have left school just in that COVID type of timing.
Wonderful young talent. And again, this Tier 2 league seems to bring some excellent and exciting young talent.
Yeah, definitely
players to watch.
He bridged the gap. There's a bit of a challenge here. Going down would have been Sugars. That's Matthew Waldron. Yeah, the Tier 2 is really, it bridges, it sends out the old players, quality old players, and it brings in the young players as they get prepared to play in the Tier 1. It also very community oriented. You know, as you see, listen to the names of the teams. Pity Valley Digomart United, Guaya United, we had earlier Laventil United.
Sando Giants and so on.
Yeah. Speed into the area. Keeper, the ball is still not cleared. Finally, it's cleared. It's foul. It's the Vasquez. We know he is dangerous. But he's caught in possession. Thomas. Manswell. Dangerous player. Manswell. Charles. Thomas. Goes back to skipper. Joseph. Joseph, of course, a defensive man as well.
We're seeing some good possession here from the PVDM team as this ball is with Bright.
Yeah, well-coached team. Their head coach is Mr. Ronald Daniel. Ronald Hustler Daniel. He's been there from start to finish, you know, really carrying this team a long time, you know, through a lot of things. So you've got to respect that. If you look at the jerseys, I think you're going to see established in 1992, I think. If I could stand to be corrected.
It's good to show his longevity with the team. Yeah. We need to see more of that.
You know,
go from strength to strength.
At the ground, I saw the Hazelwood, the manager of the Laventil United team, marking the ground, etc. And it was him alone. There was not one youngster, middle-aged, you know, a 30-something-year-old. We'll continue the conversation after this play. There was not a 30-something-year-old out there with him, and it grieved me a far bit because you need someone to come in these community teams and really be the bridge. You know, someone, Mr. Hazelwood, maybe close to 60, if not over.
Yes, indeed. Someone to pass on the mantle.
Yeah, so you need that 30-something, early 40-year-old to be there, you know, learning, you know, stewardship, because sport is so important, not only for communities, but also the country in general.
Oh, yes, indeed, as we see.
Yeah, we see one of the stalwarts here coming on for the RSSR team here, Mr. Dexter.
But as you alluded to country in general, I think apart and separate and apart from football, hats off to Julian Alfred out there in the World Indoor Champs, winning the first ever ladies gold in track and field for St. Lucia.
Yeah, definitely. Spent a while in Jamaica recently, you know, and when I went there, one thing that stood out to me, the Caribbean man, all I could have heard was the starting song, you know, the Caribbean man, we make the same ships because we have the same challenges they have, you know. So I definitely felt as the player has gone down there, he receiving some treatment, doesn't look too good because he look like he wants to move the leg. That's the first sign of life you want to see. But he's dragged himself up. Seems to be that right ankle. Some cool water on the boot. You know, so important, the first responders as well, you know, to get out there and really assess correctly. Because, you know, we players, we will get up and play on it, and then it could be correct threatening.
Yes, indeed. You know, it's good to see, you know, the ambulance services also here and physios from both teams responding immediately to any type of, you know, player going down, any type of incidents. Just want to ensure that the health of the player.
Well, as the action continues, it's PVDM Degomat United. They are on the ball, and it's Mataram going back to Kian Goodridge. He has an injury history to tell about, but he's back. Hats off to him. Walcott in possession. Ball floated across. Goodridge wins out. Manswell, always cheeky.
Yeah, reading that play to a T is Manswell there.
Ball floated inside. Thomas at the far post. Just going out of play, losing his footing as he came into contact with the ball there. That's Matthew Sugars Waldron, a Carenage resident.
Coming in a bit too fast on that occasion.
You know, this PVDM Degomat United team, a team that represents the whole of the western areas, coming from Degomartin, Pity Valley, even Carenage, a real community side.
And it's good to see the communities coming out, you know, backing this Tier 2 football, supporting.
Ball played through. Manswell, he wouldn't get there. You know, we saw the Knotsman passing, and you know, as the old saying goes, when you have a Knotsman in your dance, you know your dance pumping.
Of course, indeed.
So it's Hernandez here. I think after the early exchanges, this game just simmering down a bit. You know, I think the sting have been pulled out of both teams. A nice cool breeze, you know, blowing here. I think some of the fans would have had a little problem with the sandflies. We have sent them in.
Yes, we see the skimmage at the top of the 30-yard box there.
Well, the referee was right on spot. He waved it away. That was...
It's going to be a throw-in for PVDM.
And going to take it there is Akil Mataram. Mataram, is he on side? He is. Sugars gets it across. Young Mason. Charles. Kian Goodridge. He has a great left foot. Ball floated across, finding Thomas. Thomas lifts it back across. No one able to get there.
Yeah, the intent was there. Just a bit too overstrong on that occasion.
Charles treads the needle. Manswell, this is going to be dangerous. Just flashing wide. So really just pulling the strings now, this PVDM Degomat United team. Manswell with a smile on his face.
Yeah, he decided to go for it. Good left foot shot, just a bit too much on that time. But still, it's 1-0, 42nd minute. And there's the first half.
They haven't come out of first gear just yet, this Pity Valley Digomat United, but it can be dangerous because they can lull themselves to sleep and allow the game just to be at 1-0. And you could never know if the RSSR team is able to pull back one, the energy and enthusiasm that they may gain.
Well, I tell you what, you know, they say a team is as good as your bench, and that RSSR team has a wonderful bench. So we may see some substitutes coming in the second half. Maybe both teams, but I'm sure the RSSR team.
Keon Goodrich finds Mataram. Thomas with a skillful back heel. Mason finding Manswell. Manswell with some room. Looking to pick out Mason. Good defensive header. Walcott. Thomas. Bright. And they're walking the ball here at Pity Valley Digomat United. Manswell. Thomas. Charles. Just trying to be a bit too cheeky. Kyle Thomas has come back deep to try to get on the ball. He was isolated on top.
But the PVDM team showing their control, they're showing their skills, excellent ball passing.
Yeah, it's a very good quality team. Last season, they played a final versus Phoenix. Phoenix now play in the top tier, and Phoenix was unbeaten last season in the second tier. They played that final in Tobago, and Phoenix coming from a goal down to win that one.
Well, you know, when you go to Tobago, you stay in Tobago, and to go and beat Phoenix in Tobago is like saying, you know what, take the crab out the dumpling.
I don't want to comment too much about that, but I know that it was a good game. I watched it on television, and it was well competed. I think the Pity Valley Digomat United team, when they went up, just lost their focus. They wouldn't want that to happen here tonight. As we see the fourth official signaling that 2 minutes would be added on. A minimum of 2 minutes would be added on to the end of the first half, in what started really lightning fast and has now really just slowed, you know, a more simmered approach. The fans have gotten a whole lot quieter in the stands. And the Pity Valley team, they've not come out of first gear just yet.
Yeah,
but they will want to get that second goal for insurance.
I would have to say.
Oh! Bit of a high boot. No call by the referee.
I would have to say PVDM getting the better of the possession of the two teams.
Yeah,
better shots at goal, but some good saves by Hernandez.
Yeah, he's been good for his team. A lot of the fans thought he didn't do so well on the first goal, that it probably went under him. But I think they can't fault him for his effort otherwise. Oh, easily one out here. Thomas, Kyle Thomas, that is. Trying to go to work. He's been a one-man wrecking army for this Labantel team. He continues to go. But the experience of Keon Goodrich coming and win out. Goodrich, multiple championships he has under his belt with W Connection, with Joe Public, Central FC.
Yeah,
he's been a multiple champion.
Back in the days of the Pro League and so on.
Yeah, he's now a bit of a veteran coming off an injury that had him out of football for just about 2 years. A long time to be away from football. But he's back. He seems to be moving well. That's a good turn there by young Mason. Finds, he's able to come and win it back out. And then he's able, no, my goodness. Well, you saw it. You decide for yourself where that call should be going.
Well, you know, maybe looking at the tackle, you will think it was an offensive tackle.
Look at it here again. Right, that was a first challenge. The ball was up in the air. The defender looking, well, the replay has stopped.
It was
Here comes RSSR. Cut out. Bright. He's got a room on time. And that's the halftime whistle. So at the half in this one, the Pretty Valley Diego Martin United team, they lead 1-0. A goal scored by Akil Tumbo Thomas. That's the goal that separates these two teams. Burke, a very interesting first half.
Oh, certainly indeed. The game started off pretty even, Stephen. You know, both teams just exchanging possessions, but then just in about the 10 minutes or so, an excellent pass from Manswell back into that man, Akil Thomas, wasting no time. Some of you may think, the keeper could have done better, but nonetheless, it's 1 goal up for PDM, and I would say they would have had most of the possessions. So at the end of the first half, 1-0 PVDM, 1 RSSR 0.
Well, we're going to watch some of the highlights of the first half. So let's have a look. And this was the goal. Akil Tumbo Thomas getting it past the keeper. He celebrated. There were some moments of brilliance and magic. Manswell. Mason just not able to get it on the frame. Young Mason, though, pulling out a brilliant save from Hernandez. Well, that's all the highlights we have. We're going to the break. When we come back, we're going to have second half action in the TTPFL Tier 2.
with action here at the Move On Recreation Ground. It's the second half. PVDM 1, RSSR FC 0. Again, my fellow commentator, the one and only Gordon Pierre, aka Gordon, is in the house. Just saying top of evening to you guys. If you just joined us, just getting ready for second half action.
Yeah, it was an interesting first half. Not so much in terms of end-to-end action or cool motor action, but it started phonetically, but then it settled down. The people in the Martin United team, they've dominated the possession and the control of the pace of the game. So that's matter. I'm going back to this keeper. Carrington. Goodrich. Bright. Just not able to maintain possession. That was Bright.
PVDM moving right to left now. RSSR need to settle things down. They're 1 goal in deficit. Probably want to, get up to even Steven and then maybe try to go ahead.
But Manswell trying to flick it on to Mason. Bright. But then he just gives it away. Big Sean Rogers showing that he's still got quality.
Yeah, Bright has changed halves, but he's still in the same.
Yeah, he hasn't gone as well as we knew him to go this evening.
He's not looking himself.
So it's
going to be a free kick here. Oh, this is a good ball.
Mason just running out of real estate. That one going out into the touch. So going all the way back to Hernandez. Hernandez taking his time and playing it out. And they lose possession. That's Perez, Tristan Perez. Pretty brave play. Manswell. Mataram. He's asking for movement. Charles. Waljon. Goes all the way back to Goodrich. Goodrich to Carrington. Carrington going out wider, finding Walcott. He's got loads of room. Able to get into the attack. The wing back. Here's Bright for support. Bright comes. He's not been so bright this afternoon. Burke.
Oh, well, I tell you, you're looking at Bright, you would think he would live up to his name, but some dark moments.
Yeah. Well, the RSSR team, they maintain possession. Hernandez bringing it across the back. And then just giving up possession here. Trying to put the ball in to the danger area.
Yeah, some pulling there. I thought the ref would have seen it. Charles being pulled there by that man. Sawyer.
Ball out wider here. Ball across. Just out of the reach of his attacking partner.
And already, Gordo, we are seeing the PVDM team you're almost starting back from where they left off.
Yeah, they definitely dominated possession. Always cool, calm. Carrington always able to find a free man. Commentator's close there.
Yeah, just on that occasion.
Ball played in. Ramnat going wider and trying to bring the ball across to Sawyer. Sawyer with a good turn, good take. But then he goes back. Then there's a bit of a mid pass here Thomas, he's lightning fast. Thomas slips it through. Keeper comes and does well.
Very good work. I must give credit to Hernandez on that occasion. Marvelous indeed.
But in his distribution, not the best. He was aiming to get King going.
You know, you would have thought that once Akil Thomas gets that ball and brings it into that 6-yard box, it's a challenge. But Hernandez coming off of his line, reading the play, and stopping a certain one. That was good.
Yeah, it's good work. It's the curse of the keeper. You know, you could have an excellent game, one mistake, and it's 1-0. Everyone forgets your brilliant saves when you went into the V's and got them. But then all you remember is the blunder. So that first goal that just went under him, although it may, to the unknowledgeable eye, it may have been an easy save. What is happening when you're standing at that position and then the ball is placed so close to you, especially when it was a one-on-one? We'll get back to it after this one. Shot from distance. Pulling the trigger, but not getting any power behind it.
Yeah, there was some guys in Manswell and Waldron on the other end.
It's got the attacking force, as we see Coach Dexter there. He's under the mask of his jersey. Not sure if it's the dust. The coach of the RSSR team. No. Ball floated up. Goodrich comes, wins it. Thomas not able to hold it in, and quickly off his line was Hernandez.
Yeah.
Or just going out. It's going to be the RSSR throw.
Well, they've decided to, you know, bring in that intent now, realizing that PVDM have started strong in this second half. And they are looking to win the ball, win the passes, win the free throws.
Well, Kyle has a long throw. That's Kyle Thomas. He goes short this time. Man turns well. Ball across. Pass everyone there. If it was Coach Dexter, what would you be telling your team at this point? Because it seems like the PT Valley Diego Martin United team, they've not come out of first gear just yet. So they're playing with a lot in the tank, and they lead comfortably by 1-0. But you know, 1-goal lead, it's not a good lead in football. Manswell just pushed off the ball. So what would you be telling them if you were the coach, Burke?
Well, as we see a rough bit of tackle there on Charles.
Yeah, a bit of youthful exuberance there. Perez, I think he's going to find himself in the referee's book. There wasn't much intent, but the ball was up for grabs, to be fair to him.
Just came in too late.
Yeah. Oh, I take that back about intent. As they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah.
He tried to win the ball, but my goodness me.
Yeah.
In the slow motion replay, he's lucky to be on the field.
Charles came out there.
Look at it again. Whoa!
Really late.
It was late.
Charles.
Lucky for Charles that he stepped out of the way.
Landed awkwardly. But yeah, you know, the coach is probably saying to them, you know, it's time that you guys settle things down. Let's see this one. Again, the set plays. Get the ball probably to Manswell.
See, that's how the PT Valley Diego Martin United team is playing. They're playing so relaxed, so composed. You're seeing the quality. Always seem to be able to find a free man.
And again, it's just concentration. Look at how beautiful that one was passed there to Charles. But here, King, young Kaleem King, the youngest man on the field, on the pitch rather.
Yeah, but they're just able to settle things down. Move the ball around nicely. Bright. Ball threaded through. A heavy touch there by Thomas. As there seemed to be action at the sidelines. As a double change for the Laventille United team. Number 4. Sorry, RSSR team.
RSSR.
I'm still caught up in a time warp. So that's Kida King. He comes on. And going off is the number 9. That's Kadil King. So it's a king for a king. And the number 4, he comes on. That's Babo, Nathaniel Babo. So a double substitution.
Yeah, some attacking players coming on. More youth. And I tell you, Gordo, look at that number 7 who just come on there. He is really a live wire for this RSSR team, and he can really make some changes. He can make things happen. Well, again, Charles is being roughed up there this time by Thomas.
Well, Eric Charles, he was the defender of the year for the second tier in the first season. He's playing a bit higher up the pitch now, as that man on the ball has returned from injury. And that's a missed pass there by Goodrich. Trying to thread the needle. Mansell with the one-time pass. Thomas. He loses out. Beautiful turn. Beautiful driven ball. Strong challenge there by Fatah Mataram. And Kida King, he's just come on. But he's been a victim of a collision there. He's rolling in pain. Coach Dexter, look at it again. Got there early. The carry through though. I think what would have happened is that after that collision, the referee would have been looking at the way the ball would have been going. But his knee would definitely take a great impact there.
Well, that's a very, very tough tackle. And the young man is he's on the pitch. I think they may be calling for the stretcher.
Yeah.
This was really tough. Just between the tibia and the fibula. He is going to be in a lot of pain.
No, I think it's the knee. You see, when the collision was lower, but your knee would have been extended, all your weight would have been on that knee. And then to get that collision, really knocking it out from under him.
Very interesting, because he's only on the field, the pitch, for a matter of seconds.
He was on the field for a minute.
Oh, my goodness. It's not a good sight. Because he's actually one of the live wire, you know. He's really a wonderful player, young player. Plays down the right flank, brings the ball into the center.
But he's moving. He's trying to stretch there. So I think it was a bit premature to bring out the stretcher. His face, he's in pain though.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain.
Whoa.
Well, they'll have to secure that right knee. And
you see the physiotherapist from the Petit Valley Lego Match United team rendering assistance as well. Some of the guys there just getting warm. So they may just be forced to make another substitution.
so it seems as they're going to be down to 10 men.
Yeah, just for a moment, momentarily, as you see substitutes at the side.
Yeah, they begin to warm up.
as we see some of the fans there. The lady with the child, one of the physios from the Defense Force, Tier 1 team. Dala Gopi, Private Dala Gopi. As it's going to be Thomas. He can hit them from this distance. Driven, it's gone through the wall, and Carrington was forced to save. Initially, it looked harmless, but it somehow got through the wall from Kyle Thomas, and Carrington had to go down low to his right.
Well, just as you mentioned, an excellent left footer there. Beautiful volley from the young man. Carrington doing the job for his team.
Floated across. Oh. And yeah, Bright.
Yeah.
Bright not being Bright there, not only his play, but also in his decision making. The man was going nowhere. The ball was going out of play, and he just pushed him over. Left the referee system with no choice but to flag her.
Some days, you may have better games than others. I guess today.
Probably it's the lights, camera, action. Roll, you're getting the players nervous.
Miss-hit on that occasion. The ball still not settled down, and with some good work we're seeing there, bringing the ball back into play. RSSR seems to be holding on to some of the possession at this occasion.
Yeah, they definitely come into the game in the last couple of minutes. But then it's Thomas here. He's lightning fast. Thomas bursting into the area. He's got two across. Thomas! Manswell. Ball still not cleared. Waldron begging for the penalty call. To be fair to him, to be fair to the referee, that ball is way offside.
Yeah, on that occasion, the defenders, and that's how it is. When there's a loose ball in the 6-yard box, everybody goes up, every head goes up, and two defenders, that ball could have easily ricocheted back into the net. But thankfully for the RSSR team.
Well, we're now talking that they were having a good possession, and just like that, Akil Stumbu Thomas able to spring the offside, and it's Bright there with the opportunity.
Not a bad effort on that occasion. Coming from the boot of Bright.
Hernandez looking for movement. Keon Goodridge heading it clear. Hernandez coming to the edge of the area, picking it up. So the RSSR team, if you want to know what the RSSR, it's Russell Teixeira, that's Russell Teixeira, Selwyn George, I forgot the other S, but the names are, the last one is Russell Latapi, but it's, it's the name of four standout players from the Lavant area, Ruthven Charles.
Right.
Yeah. Deceased Ruthven Charles would have, come together and really formed this team. He carried the team for many a year. A real soul there when it comes to community football. At one time, but he lived in the John area. At one time the Laventille area was stricken really by borderlines. And he really fought the war to keep this team alive. And it's here. He's gone, but the team continues to live on. Beautiful ball play through. Carrington able to come and win. And the ball just allowed to go out.
Well, it's good that you give us the RSSR
meaning, yes.
Meaning.
Yes.
Last week I was speaking to some folks out at the barracks, and some thought it was Socialist Soviet Republic.
No. It's not that. It's Russell Teixeira, Selwyn George. The national players, the last R is Russell. Yeah, Russell had to be. But the one in the S. So, that's the history of this team.
Ruthven Charles.
Yeah, Ruthven Charles, yeah. The CC passed a couple of years ago. It's probably about 4 or 5. Thomas here. Shot! Oh, it's off the upright.
What a shot.
Waldron.
What a player.
And just passing it into the keeper there. But again, a good spell by Petit Valley de Gomas United.
Yeah,
Carrington.
I thought Manswell on that occasion, a man of his skill, could have done more.
Yeah, when you set high standards, as the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is required. And Manswell, very skillful player. As we see the Petit Valley de Gomas United team looking to make 2 substitutions. So we see up Josiah Isaac, a very talented and festy player. Ball through. Oh, good recovery challenge there by Goodridge. That was Ramnat there with the opportunity. So look at the comment of Sydney. Yeah, Sydney Charles. No, Keon Shepard there. Keon Shepard and Josiah Isaac.
Again, ringing the changes. PVDM.
So
See a
corner here. Stapleton goes over the head of everyone. And King puts it back into the danger area and easily handled by Carrington. He's been very stable for this Petit Valley de Gomas United team. It's what you want from a keeper. You want a keeper to be solid, not necessarily spectacular. Goodridge.
Very good keeper in Carrington, that is.
Yeah, he does the simple thing and he does it well. Thomas, very left-footed. See, he's always going to want to get onto his comfort foot. Bright plays the ball over. Thomas loves to have room to run into. This can be dangerous. Looks up, sees 2 in the area. Manswell, not even getting out a shot. He'll be disappointed with that. Ramnat, he's up against Mataram. Ramnat, ball threaded through, beautiful ball. But Carrington, again, he's up early, clears it out. As you see, King, he's getting some treatment there at the sidelines. Some added treatment as we see the substitutes. And coming off is Matthew Waldron. He's replaced by Isaac. And Young Mason, he's replaced by Shepard on top. So Mason almost getting his name on the scorecard. I saw his father at halftime, and he commented that almost is not good enough. But he putting out very, very good shift.
Again, we're seeing the game is, it's up and down. It's into both halves.
Yeah.
Akil Thomas getting the best of the exchanges with that strong shot at the top post.
Yeah, the ball just ushered out. When you look at the Petit Valley team, one thing if you have any complaint against them, is their finishing. Because they're getting opportunities, they're getting themselves into interesting areas, but they're not finishing things off. So they have kept the RSSR team in this game. It's good for the neutrals, but the Petit Valley de Gomas United fans would think that their team should have done a whole lot more in terms of finishing. Here they come again. Trying to thread the needle was Manswell. Walcott.
Yeah, and you're so right indeed, because they've had so many chances at goal and just not coming up shots.
Very late call from the referee there. Players getting up. They're trying to really respond here. Ball played over. Good take, he's offside. So says the referee assistant on the near side. So it's good to have football back in the community. The Mova residents, they've come out. They've definitely provided some support.
And it's good for the youth, you know, it's good for the youngsters. You see the mummies with babies in arms as this one is played out of bounds. And
yeah, most definitely, you know, you get to see. This is what it was about. I remember in our young days, we couldn't wait for the halftime or when the games were over, you know, to run on to the pitch. Yeah, and really enjoy what was going on. So it's really nice and interesting. Yeah, the ball played up. Thomas, he's in a battle there. Passes it to Charles. And they're quite composed, always willing to go back and build again.
It's not a bad ploy. Regain your composure.
Mansell with a shot there. Ball just flashing wide.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I find that in this second half, Manswell is not looking, you know, himself.
Yeah, he's not been as threatening. You know, he's not gotten the ball in threatening areas. And there you see him there. He's not really happy, and there he's signaling for a substitution. So it seems like he has had enough.
Yeah, I thought so. You looked at him and you realized that his legs were jaded. So with just 18 minutes to go of regular time, it's 1-0 in favor of PVDM.
Regardless of the final score, I think the winner would be football here, to have football back at the Mova ground.
We saw a very good run from, who's it out there?
It was a nice run by King, it looked like.
King and company bringing the ball all the way into that attacking region, but losing it at the end.
Trying to get Isaac going. Overhit. A nice turn there, Manswell. So it's going to be Manswell here. Floating this one into the area. Ball across. Oh, and he got it at the far post there. Would have been the substitute. Should have done a whole lot better. Yeah, he had almost a. So, Isaac, he's been rushed off the ball there. Manswell losing out. Thomas, Kyle Thomas that is. But Walcott able to win out. Charles. This time Akil Thomas. It's his goal that separates these two teams. Bright. Eric Charles. Bright. Yeah, so they're into their possession mode here. Keon Goodrich. Manswell just like losing out. No call by the referee. They're trying to come forward. Ball slipped through. Ball going out. It's for a goal kick.
Well, he was trying as if to say it was a corner for the RSSR, but he had the last touch. So, and the assistant ref was right there, spot on. As there we see King, the number 7. He's off the field, continue to get attention there from physio.
So 2 more substitutions about to be made. Bit of a missed kick. So both teams looking to make some substitutions.
So it's going to be Joshua Miguel, another youngster. He plays a right back for RSSR, and Anthony George.
So coming out there is Ramnat. Ramnat comes out, and going in is Miguel. And coming out the number 10. Number 10, Vasquez. Oh, am I reading wrong? Oh no, that's, yeah, Vasquez coming out and 8 going in. That's Anthony George. So George comes in. In the meantime, Kyle Thomas looks to load up his long throw. Throwing it into the area, the far post, oh, another far post, and tapping it home is King, Dillon King. So the score is 1 apiece here at the Mova Recreation Ground in Park Street.
And there you saw the lapse in concentration on the part of PVDM on this occasion, not marking. He was clear all by himself at the far post, and it was easy for him. Excellent goal indeed. RSSR on the table, on the cards, 1-1 in the 77th minute.
Well, they look to make the substitution. So finally, as we saw it there, the ball just thrown through. You know the rule? It can't be offside on a throw. So he was definitely onside. Shaquille Francis, he comes on. Bright goes off. There's a misplaced pass. Ball across. They're trying to get back on it here.
So RSSR getting the impetus from that goal, realizing they have the opportunity, 12 minutes to go, and they are keeping on the pressure.
Well, it's just as I have been saying, the PD Valley Digomas United team has not put away this team. And when you don't put away a team, they can stay in it, and strike you on the counter. Of course, that long throw from Kyle Thomas, one of their weapons that they can use. And there it was used, and the result was finding King at the far post, and he tapped it into a more or less an open goal. So the Pity Valley Digomas United team will have to find a way to react.
You know, and that's how it goes. PVDM holding on to the ball, a lot of possession, but not getting the finish, as you said earlier on, and with the lapse in concentration, RSSR just finding the chink in the armor and pulling back that one. So it's just 11 minutes of regular time in the second half.
Trouble at the back post. Ah, brilliant save. He's keeping his team in this one. Charles, is he onside? They're asking for offside. None given. But they're fighting tooth and nail here, the RSSR team.
Well, they've won the corner, but Charles, he's still down, is it? Again, call there for the physio. Well, the coach is running on.
Well, they don't really have a physio, the RSSR team. Coach Dexter doubling up there for the physio. Dexter Harris.
But, you know, going back and looking at the play.
Look at it again.
There was one excellent save there by Hernandez on that occasion. Then came just the touch in there by Thomas and Charles.
His keeper really damaged him there. You see his keeper coming in from the back at that point. Charles, though, from that angle, should have done a whole lot better. But credit to Hernandez. He definitely fight to keep that one out. So we're into the final 10 minutes, plus whatever time would be added on.
Yeah, so PVDM looking to go one up. As now the scores are leveled.
So Manswell, with this one, the big guys from the back, they've come forward. Across the area. And it's come off of Isaac. Choke quickly take on. Shot. Oh, and it's Keon Goodridge. He celebrates. Is it the match winner? Keon Goodridge. It's his second competitive game back after a 2-year break for injury. Will it be a hero's return for the man?
Well, you know, the set play was on. Manswell coming in with that beautiful ball. Here it is with Manswell.
Well, this was first the corner that went forward. As you see, one of the players have gone down there again. So it was a throw-in. And then Manswell.
Yeah, then he came and just crossed the ball beautifully across. And I thought that there it is. Charles and Goodridge with the finish. Easy indeed. And goal number 2 with just, just about 9 minutes to go of regular time. Beautiful. And what of stoppage time to be added on?
Beautiful finish there by Goodridge with the left boot on the volley. I think a striker would be happy with that finish. Would it be a hero's welcome for the man from Store Street, Store Drive?
The veteran is just showing his class, his true grit after such a long layoff, coming back. And it's showing that, you know, as we say in the other game we love so much, form is temporary, but class is certainly permanent.
Yes, definitely. So go to the head of the class, Keon Goodridge. And I think it's going to be an emotional moment for him. He had to fight many battles to return, both physical, financial, sometimes even legal, to return to the playing pitch. As we see, Manswell has made his final influence on the game. And Josiah comes on, Josiah Allen. So Josiah Allen, number 16, he comes on. And Corvin Bonnet, the running machine, comes in. Bonnet. So still attack. They're going for a bit of attack here. The Petite Valley Martin United team. Bonnets are running forward. Feisty. A la the mode of Wayne Rooney. You will get into those battles, get under the skin of the defenders.
Of the defenders, yes indeed.
RSSR, after clawing their way back, would be disappointed to find themselves back underneath in this one. Bonnet. Charles. Ball goes out. It's going to be a throwing here.
And you can see that PVDM, although they're one up, they pulled one back. So they're now 2-1 with just about 6 minutes or so of regular time and whatever added.
There we see a dog comes onto the pitch. Has the game gone to the dogs?
Well, I heard one of the fans earlier on saying, who let the dogs out? Maybe she was referring to this.
And he's walking like he's in charge of things here. So he's asking why are you all refusing my ticket for entry?
Maybe it's his home.
That is what he's saying. He's saying, why are you all here? This our normally I can go anywhere I want, but the referee would have blown here. I think he would have blown for the ball going out of play.
So I make it 5 minutes or so to go before the regular time, and the referees would have a stoppage time. And here again in a dangerous position. Ah, beautiful cross ball. Goodridge, that man again with the header just falling.
He's excellent with his head. Keon Goodridge was a dominant defender in his day. Good wing back as well. Anywhere across the back line, he would be very good. Played with him at PVDM United. Coached him for a while, managed him. He went on to Terminex Rangers, where he was injured there. Had his difficulties there, getting himself back fit. But it's good to see him back on the playing pitch. You know, that's where all sportsmen want to end their careers.
Oh, certainly indeed.
Yeah, you want to end it and at your own time when you feel that you had enough. You don't want to get up in the morning and train again. You want to eat what you want. But I think when you're injured out, you always feel that there was something that you didn't write in that story. So it's good to see Goodridge, and it will only be justice, as they say, poetic justice, if it's his goal that is the winner in this one.
Yeah, that one goal that separates the two was some good bit of work here. But the ball just played out of bounds.
Shepherd just leaving it. The PVDM United team in no great hurry. A win here will see them go back to the top of the standings.
And RSSR, well, they're down at the bottom of the table in 12th.
Yeah, the PVDM United team, they started, I'll give you a bit of a joke. They started unbeaten, and I decided to go and cover them. And I think I covered them for 3 games, and they lost all 3. Then
but I know there were 3 games on the trot in the earlies.
Yeah, no, they won 4 in a straight.
4.
And then lost 3 in a straight. I covered those 3. And then I went out of the country, and while out away, you all covered that game.
Yes, indeed.
And they got...
and they got the better of police.
They won. I heard the message. Send the camera crew, send the production crew, you don't come.
I don't send Goro.
So it's a bit of a village joke home. They say, Goro don't show up. Well, I've shown up, and I think they're going to get the results here.
Well, we have 2 minutes of regular time and whatever time that's going to be added on. So just keep your fingers crossed.
Right now, I am neutral, Mr. Man. Right, so it's Allen. Put this one across the area. And that ball going out of play there. Bonnet holding it up. So they get a corner. They're able to pack more bodies forward. If you look at the line here, you see 2 RSSR players have come back.
Yeah, that's...
Keon Goodridge has stayed to mark because they're trying to get at least a comeback goal, yes, an equalizing goal.
With the likes of Thomas and that's man, I think it's Josiah. Burst of speed.
Floated in. Keeper comes, he misses. Still unable to clear. Isaac, sorry. Allen. Nice cross-field pass. Good take there by Thomas. Thomas has been excellent for his team. Still Thomas. And he gets his team a corner. Oh, it's a goal kick. Oh, well. And it's 5 minutes would be added on. as the fourth official.
Yes, 5 minutes. And yes, indeed, that man, Akil Thomas, new hairstyle today. Excellent for his team. And he continues to just lead the way, you know, just guide things forward for this PVDM team with the likes of Manswell and company.
So it's going to be Alain. This one across. And it's going to be the PD Valley Degomat United team's ball. So we enter added on time here. The PD Valley Degomat United team, they would be happy with this result. It's been a journey for them. You know, community teams battling post-COVID, the financial setbacks. As anyone who, the ball has to stop rolling.
Yeah, COVID.
Does anyone who is associated with community teams know that the operational costs to do the football right is almost the same as a professional team? All you don't have is the cost of paying the players.
The players, yes, the financial remuneration.
Yeah, but you gotta get water, gotta get refreshment, you gotta get traveling, you know, balls, uniforms.
Yep.
Yeah, so
health.
Yes. Some of the players, I always remember a couple of years ago, we had a player who went down with an elbow. He lost a couple of teeth, and we had to pay, you know, the club had to pay to redo his face, you know. And there were more eloquent teams who refused to do surgeries for their players. We had a couple curricues, etc.
Well, that's where the fundraisers come in. And, you know, but it's interesting, community sport on the whole, the private sector, if they, you know, can come in a little more, because things really start from the grassroots level, you know.
It's great. So it's really, this PD Valley Degomat United team, really a testament of what, you know, can be done. As Mother Pierre, deceased Mother Pierre used to say, you use a test for testimony. And I think this PD Valley Degomat United team, if they can maintain their position at the top of the table till the end of the season, I think it will be a testimony to the fortitude of the leadership of the club. Hustler, that's Ronald Daniel, and the two joggies, because we have Terry Jughead St. Louis and we have Derek Jughead Edwards, who is the manager.
Well, it's good to see. I mean, look at the quality of the players. You know, they're fit, sensible players, looking to create plays. You know, one of the problems we keep having is players who hold on to the ball and, you know, they dribble and they feel it's all about them. But this PVDM team, well orchestrated, good tactical positioning, passing the ball.
Yeah, the RSSR team, though, full of talent. And I think they have challenges of their own. Grounds to train. You know, they were supposed to be playing at the ground in Sugrim Trace, you know. But we know the difficulties that exist, you know, in terms of all throughout the country.
Yes, indeed.
So it's good to see them back out, and it's great to have football back here in Mova. We're out here, and the fans have come out. They've supported it. We've seen the young, the not so young. They all have come out and support. So as we continue here at the Mova Recreation Ground, the time looking to wind down here as both teams try to get a result. And that's the final whistle. So at the final whistle, it's the PVDM team. They win 2-1. They got their goals off the boot of Akil Thomas. And then after the equalizer was scored by the King for RSSR, they got the winner of the boots of you guess who? Keon Goodridge. So at the end of the 90 minutes, it's the PD Valley Degomat United team 2-1. They leap back to the top of the league. We've got some of the highlights.
Here we see excellent ball just crossed out there. Thomas for PVDM, that one hitting the top post. Good effort. Second half action.
Should have done a whole lot better there, but this was the goal that resulted in the go-ahead goal. It was a beautiful goal, and it was, here we see Keon Goodridge. He's all smile. The old boy is back.
Yeah.
But, so at the end of this one, Burke, a very interesting one. People in Diego Martin United, they are the winners.
Yeah, they will retain their position at the top of the standing. They would have moved on to 19 points with this victory. A goal coming back with just 8 minutes to go from the veteran, Goodridge. So it's top of the line, excellent evening. PVDM 2, RSSR 1. As we bring this evening to a close. And until next week, it's going to be match day number 11. See you. Gordo, safe journey home.